Back to Dead Curious. I'm Lissa, and today we're going to be talking about Whispers Estate. Now, for some background information, the Whispers Estate was built in 1894 and was home to Dr. George and Sarah White for a short time before they sold it to Dr. John Gibbons and his wife Jessie in 1899. So, 5 years. The couple didn't have any children of their own, but they adopted 3 orphan children who they loved. And soon the tragedy started. 10-year-old Rachel snuck out of bed on Christmas morning, 1921, to peek at her Christmas presents. They were next to the fireplace. Rachel accidentally came too close and her clothes were set on fire. She was burned badly and died in the house 2 days later. John and Jessie were heartbroken, but the tragedy didn't stop there. Their infant daughter, Elizabeth, who was 10 months old, died in the master bathroom. Caught death was the conclusion, but the real cause was never really found. Heartbroken again, Jessie got sick with pneumonia and died 2 weeks after Elizabeth did. Whispers Estate was not a happy home to the Gibbons. But in 2006, the house was bought by somebody who wanted to turn it into a bread and breakfast. But at that time, the house was vacant for a while, so it needed renovating. And when the house was being renovated, strange things started to happen. People started hearing whispers that came from all over the house. Then the house was, amateur named Whispers Estate. But that's not the only supernatural thing that has happened there. Sometimes the master bedroom is reported to smell strongly like baby powder, even when there are no babies around. And sometimes they can hear the sounds of a baby crying as well. People who have stayed in this room feel as if they are suffocating or if somebody is sitting on their chest, which could be because Jessie Gibbons died of pneumonia in there. The closet in that room is also very haunted. The doorknob is known to jiggle for a while before the door opens by itself. They can also hear footsteps. Small, light-footed steps are the most common, which are believed to belong to Rachel, but there's also another ghost child at the house, a little boy who fell down the stairs and sadly passed. His spirits have been picked up by the psychics on several occasions. When you hear heavy footsteps, be cautious because this sound is almost always associated with growls, pushing, scratching, and even biting. There's also been reports of a large shadow figure called the Big Black, who has been seen in the doctor's room, Dr. Gibbons. Dr. Gibbons had a general practice at the house on the first floor for about 26 years, so patients have died in the house, but the psychics claim the Big Black isn't of this world. The shadow figure moves around in the house. It hasn't been violent so far, but it's terrifying. Speaking of the doctor's practice, according to some psychics, there are at least 4 graves in the backyard, as well as a pit grave where amputated limbs, internal organs, and aborted fetuses were dumped. The doctor himself also haunts the house as well. He's known for whispering in young women's ears, and he likes to grab and touch people in inappropriate ways. People also claim that inside the house there is a portal which leads from the front parlor to the 3rd floor room attic. The room in the attic is said to be the heart of the house. Guests brave enough to have spent the night there claim to have had terrible nightmares, and they also say that something tried to enter the room through the door at night. Another ghost that psychics have picked up is a man in his 50s or 60s. He died in the upstairs bathroom, more than likely of natural causes. Guests report feeling earthquake-like tremors in the doctor's bathroom. Some beds tend to shake violently when guests sleep in it. There's also strange smells like cologne, aftershave, meat, cigars, cabbage, and dirty medical bandages that people have reported as well. A group of women who felt compassionate towards Rachel brought along a doll when they visited the house. They took it up to what used to be her room. A while later, the doll was found on the foot of the stairs. It smelled like smoke and it was slightly burnt, like her daughter. Or Rachel, yeah. Well, that is really all that I have for today. But thank you for watching. And come back for episode 3 of Haunted Places in Indiana. Remember, stay curious.